In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to create a no-brainer offer in the coaching industry so that every time you're on a sales call, the only thing that makes sense for your prospect is to say yes and hand them your credit card information. So let's go ahead and jump into this. You guys know me, 5 to 10 minute videos is my sweet spot. I don't want to drag it out. I just want to front load a ton of value to you guys. So we're going to transfer over to this document right here. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this document. So this first section right here, I'm going to highlight it for you guys, is what most people do, and it's the first mistake that most coaches make in creating an offer or actually laying out their offer. Because today, I'm not really going to talk so much about creating the offer. I think that a lot of the deliverables are irrelevant. It's actually about how you are portraying your offer and how you're communicating your offer that makes it a no-brainer. Like the deliverables really are just the fulfillment piece. It's not the sales piece, right? So that's why we're going to do this. So most people, the mistake that they make is they lay out their offer like this. Once it gets to the point where they're ready to talk about the offer, they start saying, in the next 12 weeks, you'll get access to, this course and this community and X amount of one-on-one calls and all this one-on-one support and all this stuff. And don't get me wrong, those are your deliverables. Those are important, but that's not how you sell somebody. You sell somebody based off of taking away their problems. So in this situation, let's say that I'm a life coach and I work with women who just got out of a divorce, right? Let's think first off, I have all my clients think about, what are the problems that this person's experiencing in the route towards their transformation. So obviously, someone who just got out of a divorce, maybe they're a little bit depressed, maybe they have a lot of sadness and they're looking for fulfillment, happiness, and a brand new start, right? So when we think about what are the problems in the route towards that, what are they feeling? What are their pain points? Here's a few that I just threw together. Loneliness, uncertain, anxiety, overwhelm, unstructured, right? Just kind of feeling all over the place is probably what most people feel like in that type of situation. So what we actually want to do is we want to take these problems and we want to reframe them into solutions with the offer so that they take away these problems. And this person that's on the phone with us, instead of thinking, oh, this adds more work to my plate, it actually takes away their pain. And that's where you make it a no-brainer offer, right? If I list out these community, course, X amount of one-on-one calls, one-on-one support, yes, it's important. And yes, there are some benefits to that. But when I read it out, it sounds like more work, more work, more work, right? We don't want our people thinking that on a sales call. Obviously, it's going to take a lot of work to change, don't get me wrong, but we don't want them to think it's going to add this whole new layer of life to their plate because these people are probably already busy. They're going to give you the I'm busy or I'm too busy for this or I'm not ready or I don't have the money objection solely because it's adding more work to their plate. So if I'm a life coach, I work with women who just got out of a divorce. Here are the problems. I just have 4 simple ones so that I'm not dragging this video too long for you guys. And I want to reframe these into benefits or solutions in this layout of this offer. So let's say, if I'm a life coach who works with women who just got out of a divorce, let's say some modalities that I use are breath work, meditation, different things like that, different spiritual practices. Then I don't want to say, in the next 12 weeks, I'm going to show you how to do breath work, right? That's not attractive either. It sounds like I have to learn this whole new skill set. So specifically for anxiety and overwhelm, because all my clients work with this for the most part. A lot of them deal with clients who have anxiety and overwhelm. So with this, what we want to do is in the next 12 weeks, I'll show you a framework that I've implemented. As you can see, I can't really type, with dozens of divorced women to free themselves from anxiety and overwhelm at any given moment, right? So for example, let's talk about breath work, right? Breath work is something that if you are knowledgeable in that space, you know that breath work can really like free you from anxiety and overwhelm at any given moment. If you just spend some time in breath, you can really do some incredible things. So what I've done here is I've implemented a few different forms of like psychology into this sentence, but also I've taken away the pain instead of adding something else to their plate, right? So this sentence now reads, I'll show you a framework that I've implemented with dozens of divorced women to free themselves from anxiety and overwhelm at any given moment. So what I did here was I added some like social proof and some likelihood of achievement right here with I've implemented it with dozens of divorced women, and then to free themselves from anxiety and overwhelm at any given moment. So instead of me adding something to their plate, I'm taking away their pain. Same thing you want to do with loneliness, right? So here you might say like, I'll be your partner in crime, by your side throughout this whole journey as a judgment-free, objective perspective. Cool. So instead of me saying like, you're lonely, or saying like, I'm going to give you a ton of one-on-one support, all that stuff, I'll be your partner in crime by your side throughout this whole journey as a judgment-free, objective perspective. So by doing that, I'm basically taking away their loneliness by saying I'm going to be their partner in crime throughout this whole entire journey. And I'm going to give them a judgment-free, objective perspective, which is what most people want. They just want somebody to not judge them, not have any sort of opinion, just give me objective advice, and that's cool, right? So I've taken away the loneliness by doing that. So uncertain, let's do, I'll be walking you through some modalities that will begin to manifest into a clear path of who you want to be, what you want to accomplish, and the path of getting there will never be more clear, right? That one's like kind of shaky. This is off the top of my head, so you guys are seeing it in rare form off the top. But with this one, right, uncertainty. So uncertainty, they don't have any idea of like what the future holds for them, right? So I'll be walking you through some modalities that will begin to manifest into a clear path of who you want to be, what you want to accomplish, and the path of getting there will never be more clear, right? So I'm removing that uncertainty from them, and I'm showing them that, these modalities like visualization, meditation, stuff like that will begin to manifest into a clear path of who they want to be, what they want to accomplish, and the path towards actually getting there will never be more clear. And then unstructured, we can say like, lastly, we will work together to create a systemized structure into your life to allow your goals to gravitate towards you instead of running away from you, right? And then what I also do in this with my clients is after we go through that structure right there of removing that pain, we also want to make it tangible, because this is the big thing is like with transformational offers, all this talk is good, we're removing their pain, but like, what do they actually get out of it? It becomes that next kind of question in their brain. So I know you're probably thinking, what do I actually get out of all of this? And then you can say like, your goals will never be more clear. And then we want to do health, wealth, and relationships. So like abundance will gravitate towards you. And then we'll say like, you'll be confident in your future. So, you'll attract your dream partner and you'll excel in any career you wish to pursue, right? So these are just like quick examples, of course, but listen to the difference in these two offers, and then I'm going to end this video. But like, if I say, in the next 12 weeks, you'll get access to this course, this community, 10 one-on-one calls, one-on-one support, all this stuff, it adds a lot to my plate, right? But if I say this, in the next 12 weeks, I'll be your partner in crime by your side throughout this whole entire journey as a judgment-free, objective perspective, and I'll be walking you through some modalities that would begin to manifest into a clear path of who you want to be, what you want to accomplish, and the path of getting there will actually never be more clear. And then I'll show you a framework that I've implemented with dozens of divorced women to free themselves from anxiety and overwhelm at any given moment. Lastly, we'll work together to create a systemized structure into your life to allow your goals to gravitate towards you instead of running away from you. So I know you're probably thinking, like, what do I actually get out of all this? Your goals will never be more clear. Abundance will gravitate towards you. You'll be more confident in your future. You'll attract your dream partner, and you'll excel in any career that you wish to pursue, right? Look at the difference of those two layouts of offer. Like, the second one takes away all the pain and takes that transformation and makes it tangible. So this is what you want to do when you are figuring out exactly how you want to lay out your offer. You want to make a list of all the pain and all the problems in the pursuit of the journey. You want to transform those into like frameworks around taking away the pain, adding like a clear view of what they get out of taking away that pain. And then you want to make it tangible by just relating it to health, wealth, and relationships. And with that, this becomes a no-brainer offer that if somebody said no to this, they would feel stupid saying no, right? So that is how you lay out your offer in a way that creates easy sales. I hope that this was super helpful for you. Go ahead and like this video, share it with another coach if you know some coaches who need help with this specific problem. I know every coach does, so send it to all your friends who are coaches, and like this video, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. See you on the next video. Appreciate it.